There's somebody in here with us. REM Pod's going off. What? I heard a grunt then. What the fuck was that?
Over half of the world's population claim to have seen a ghost. We spend our lives studying the unexplained.
Zach, did you hear that?
Travelling to the most haunted locations around, we have unearthed terrifying secrets and witnessed horrifying events, leading us to question what really happens after we die.
Get out!
If there is a spirit world connected to our own, using the latest technology, we believe that bridge can be documented, measured, and explained. We are the Paranormal Detectives. Join us in seeking the truth.
Right guys, here we are, Acton Burnell Castle. We've decided to come back. It's been a little while since we've been here, but obviously every time we've been here we've had some fantastic evidence, including two of the best EVPs we've ever captured anywhere, Class A EVPs. And there's some fantastic stories linked to this place that absolutely fascinate us, stories that have actually took us in various parts of the UK. Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to come back, do a bit of a split investigation tonight. One of us take the castle, one of us take the graveyard, and just soak up the atmosphere and see if we can capture any evidence for you guys. We are currently stood in the middle of Acton Burnell Castle, home to Francis Lovell, or Lovell our dog. In here there's been some great activity reported. There was actually a young girl many years ago that was crushed to death by a horse. The centre section of this were actually stables, which is why, as you can see, the main entrance is as large as it is. As the horses were being manoeuvred around, the young girl got crushed and sadly lost her life. Years following that, up until present day, there has been sightings of a white mist that forms, and it actually forms into a girl apparently, so that's how it manifests into a girl. So it's not something we've ever seen here, but it's something that is reported quite often here, and something that would be great to witness ourselves or capture on camera. That being said, we've caught some great things here. Not so long ago when we were actually filming an introduction, and in the very small hole at the top up there, I actually saw what looked like somebody stood in there. Could have been pareidolia. It could have been psychosomatic, but it definitely caught my attention. It was the middle of the day as well, so it wasn't like we were particularly creeped out. We were just focusing on our filming at that point. We've also had what was a face that appeared to both of us in the very first time we come. I remember we come in here and you saw a face and you were really freaked out. I saw a face, I was really freaked out. And when we discussed it, it seemed to be the same face. It was like a pixelation sort of face, almost like you'd see in a computer game. Whether that was a form of manifestation, I don't know. But it was somebody with long hair and a very broad, big nose. And it seemed to be grinning, and that's all I remember. This sinister grin, big nose, pixelation and long hair.
Every time I say it's back, it vanishes.
Do you know what I will say?
Whoa!
What?
Somebody just... Mate,
What?
I'm done.
What do you mean?
A fucking face just appeared here.
Where?
I swear to God, a bloke just fucking appeared here. The
Where?
face. It's a hovering face is the best way to describe it.
This is
Anybody, just a really clear hovering face.
nobody, just a face.
And really clear. It's got long hair, a big nose, and quite like a slim face. That's all I can tell you.
Right, okay.
But it's like a video game, the way it hovers towards you and around you.
Like a horror movie as well.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I find interesting about that is the fact that you can just remember it so clearly.
Absolutely.
And this is what, 7-8 years ago?
7-8 years ago, absolutely. It's probably one of the clearest things I've seen. Something else we've captured here, probably, as I've said, one of our best pieces of evidence ever, is actually an EVP, which we caught here inside this castle. We were actually over in the corner. We had locked off camera set up, and we walked round here, and we were coming to do something over this side, whether it was possibly spirit box or something. And as we were on our way, the camera picks us up sort of just heading towards that wall. In the locked off camera, which is down there, you can hear something that says devil, quite clearly devil, and it sounds like it's whispered into the camera microphone. That was once again on our very first investigation, which I'll be totally honest, we didn't have the equipment then that we have now. The microphones were not up to scratch. So if we could capture that with our old equipment, it'd be really interesting to see what we can capture tonight. We also captured another EVP, not far from here, just over in the graveyard. I was sat in the car enjoying a cup of coffee. You did a lone challenge in there, and the locked off camera picked up another EVP, this time saying Frank. Now, at the time that made no sense to us. Looking into it, we believe that could be somebody calling out for Francis Lovell. Now, Francis Lovell famously vanished after the Battle of Bosworth. The story is he vanished, was never seen again. However, there is also rumours, or I say rumours, a myth we'll call it, that he actually fled to a place called Minster Lovell Hall in Oxfordshire, somewhere we've actually investigated. Now, the story has it that a servant kept him hidden in a secret room there, locked away, and took him food daily. This servant is said to have passed away, and Francis Lovell died in this room. This could never ever be proven. However, I believe it was a Victorian period where they did some excavation at Minster Lovell Hall, and they found a secret room with a body, I say a body, a skeleton, sat at a desk, locked away. They say that the bones crumbled and there was nothing that they could keep the remains of, and there's no way they can do DNA testing. But it's a very unusual story to be passed throughout history, and very, very close-knit ties to what was found not to be true. Maybe it was Francis Lovell, maybe it wasn't. My personal opinion is it was. He was obviously fleeing at that time as he lost the Battle of Bosworth. We'll see. Perhaps the person we heard called him Frank, maybe that was someone waiting for his return. Maybe they wanted him to return, and perhaps our presence being in there, they were in there looking for him, calling out for him. Whether they would have called him Frank or Francis, we don't know. My thoughts tonight are we split up. We've got two Class A EVPs, and I think we both split up. I think one of us investigates whatever stood in here and said devil, because that's clear as day. And I think one of us investigates Frank, the EVP that says Frank in the graveyard, to see what we can get. I say we do a little bit of investigation in here together, as this is a focal point, and then we'll toss a coin. Whoever loses does the graveyard. Whoever loses does in here. Whoever wins does the graveyard. Right, so we've had a bit of a walk around, we've got some drone footage, and we've set up a few bits of equipment. We've got the REM Pod over there, K2 set up over there, and we've got a locked off camera set up right in the distance, hopefully picking all of this up. So what we're going to do now, we're going to call out for the young girl that was crushed by a horse. I say we're actually on the bottom level of the castle, so this would have actually been, in these areas would have been like pantries and stuff, and in this big area here would have actually been the stables. Where we're stood is relatively close, if not on top of where she would have lost her life and where she's seen. So if the young girl is here who lost her life, can you come over and speak to us or let us know that you're here? You can do this by communicating with us, talking to us, or these lights that you can see over here, you can come and reach out and touch this one on the wall for us, or this red one here will make a noise if you touch it and light up. None of these things can hurt you, it's just a way of communicating so we can speak to you and hear your story. If you're here, your spirit remains or is trapped, come over and touch one of these lights. Last time we were here, somebody spoke into one of our microphones. Somebody come and said the word devil. Were you talking about us? Were you talking about somebody else whose spirit remains here, or someone who once lived here? Or are you talking about the actual devil?
Or are you talking about yourself?
Not a very nice concept, is it?
Maybe it was a warning.
Well, we've got a camera set up right over there. You can go and speak into that as you did before. We won't hear it now, but we will hear it. There's also a face that was seen here. Just a heads up, I just saw a bat fly past. So if you had like a black mist or something fly past, then it was a bat.
Oh, nice one.
Come and communicate with us. We'll walk away from the devices. We'll move away from them so you can go towards them. We're all the way over there now. If you want to go and touch them, go and touch them. Something to note as well, we actually caught a light anomaly on the walls here, which perplexed us for a long time. We couldn't understand why this light was going around the walls. Really freaked us out when we first come. Believe it or not, after doing a lot of research, experiments and testing, I actually found out the camera light is actually reflective off these. Some of these reflect and it bounces it back off the walls, particularly when it's wet. You know, it's worse when it's wet. Obviously it gives it a bit of a glisten and it actually reflects the light back on the walls. So if you have watched one of our earlier episodes at Acton Burnell Castle and you have seen us going, oh God, look at that light, and we've caught it on film, that's debunked, that's not paranormal. So
Yeah. But in our defence, what's that on the camera? I think it just came some sort of bug.
Francis Lovell lived here and he never returned. Is one of the spirits that wanders here missing him? Are they waiting for him to return?
If that is the case, could you go over to that red light over there and touch it? Let us know if that is true. Were you waiting for Francis Lovell? The red light won't hurt you. It will just simply let us know that you're here. It will simply just confirm and validate your yes or no answer. Or your yes answer.
So, we know what happened to Francis Lovell. We know where he is. We know where his body is. The question is, do you know? If you know where he is, tell us. Speak into one of our cameras. I want to give a few locations. When I say the correct location, I want you to light up the red light. Is Francis Lovell in London? Is he in Gloucester? Cornwall?
That camera's just gone completely out of focus.
Is he in Scotland? Is he in Oxford? Is Francis Lovell in Oxford? Come on, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to make communication with you.
We'd like to understand who resides here.
There's questions we want answering.
We'd like to know why you still reside here. What keeps you here?
You feeling anything?
Not strictly, no, but it's got a little bit of an atmosphere.
It's definitely changed in the last sort of 10-15 minutes, hasn't it? Since the light's gone. That was weird.
So,
I thought I saw a mist here. They went like that and it was like a bit of a mist.
reckon your body camera would have got that.
I don't know. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether it's like the light reflecting off my eyes, but it did feel like a mist.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Smell of leather as well. Like an old leather smell then come through.
Is it?
You know, like old leather, like thick old leather. That I've got a smell of that as I entered here. Then
What was that?
what did you hear?
I can't. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah,
But I
I
can't.
smelled something at the same time. That time I smelled like burning.
That time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I heard something, but almost sensed movement and smelt burning.
Didn't have the burning smell, but I could sense
Two
movement.
smells in it. I smelt leather, old leather, and I smelt burning then, and I sensed something. It's like something went across the doorway or something.
Yeah.
I was looking in. There was just a. There's somebody in here with us. REM pod's going off. You over there by the REM pod? Ah, it's stopped now. Stopped as we approached.
It's on yellow as well, wasn't it?
Mate, I think whatever come over here went past that doorway. I think it's come past the doorway down to the REM pod.
Yeah.
Did you get that on camera?
I don't know how well, but I would have got something on camera, I think, yeah. I'm just going to...
That was going off for a prolonged period of time until we ran towards it.
Thank you if that was you that did that for us. That's what we're here to find. We're here to have communication. Now, if that was you that set that off, would you mind just doing that again for us one at a time? We'll step away shortly, just to give you a bit of freedom to do that.
That was really unusual. I'm
Feel cold,
convinced. I've gone really cold. I'm convinced when we were in there, something's come past and down to the REM pod.
Yeah.
Because we sensed something come past that archway.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best way to describe it for me, I smelt something go past.
Yeah.
Almost like someone smoking went past. You get the whiff.
See, I didn't get the smell as such, but I heard it.
You brave enough to come and touch that with us out here? You can answer questions through it. If you're male, touch the red light.
If you're female, touch the green light. You just want to understand who's here.
Let's try something. Let's head back in that tunnel.
Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to go back to where we were.
There's something strange about that tunnel.
All right, we've just come back into where we were a second ago. Nathan said he could smell something. I heard something. Did you just come past the door? Can you whisper that into a camera, or can you give us some kind of signal?
It's the way that we got close to it and it stopped.
Yeah.
That's what I find strange.
Yeah.
Like something was, as soon as we went there, run away kind of thing.
Yeah. What?
I heard a grunt then.
Did you?
Yeah, did you?
No.
After we stopped talking, I heard, ooh. Unless it's our voices echoing.
What did we say?
Just be quiet for a minute.
Okay.
I feel like there's somebody just walking around or something. The energy feels like proper electric.
Feels different now.
It does. It feels like someone's here with us. That's the thing.
When I say it changes, I said to you tonight, I feel like it's changing now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Come and join us in here. Something outside, that could have been wildlife. Sounded like scuttering. So.
If there's anyone here with us, can you make a real, clear, loud noise? So let us know.
Smell burning. It's got smell of burning again.
You've had it again.
And again. Got a smell of heat. Hot.
I've got it then.
It's like a hot smell, like sort
For a
of.
second.
Yeah. I just got it again as well. As I exited.
As you come out,
Yeah.
yeah. I did as well.
How you feeling about splitting up?
Don't fancy it anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do you?
With the EVP we caught here, Sinister, it seems active in here tonight. It seems active, it also seems like... What you said?
No, it's just a shadow, but I thought there was something behind the window.
Seems active in here tonight, but it also seems, dare I say, a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Like whatever's here is sort of... Right. I've got a coin. What you fancying? Heads
Heads
or
I win,
tails?
tails you lose.
Yeah. Right, so let's toss a coin.
Yep.
Heads, I stay in here.
Yep.
Tails, you stay in here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Easy
I
swap.
think we both prefer the graveyard tonight because it's
Yep.
a bit shit in here, to be fair. It's not a nice feeling at all, so... Right, let's do this.
Hang on, is this
Tails!
Is this like a double-sided tails coin or something?
Just to prove, it is definitely a genuine coin. So, you're in
fair
here.
play. Okay, that's cool.
I'll meet you... I'll come back here and meet you at 10 past.
10 past.
No, quarter past, sorry.
All right then, mate. Good
All the
luck.
best.
Yeah, and you. See you in a bit.
So, just making the walk towards graveyard.
Right then, so I am in Acton Burnell Castle by myself. Nathan is currently on his way to the graveyard.
Before we come, when we had the idea of the coin toss and everything, I actually quite fancied doing Acton Castle. The way it's panning out in there, I'm quite happy to come to the graveyard. It just feels like electric in there tonight, like the energy. And don't be wrong, I am still a bit apprehensive about the graveyard, mainly because of that EVP, but really peculiar smell then again. I smell like perfume.
We've had a very small amount of activity tonight in here, and it feels very creepy, very on edge. Maybe it's because we haven't been for a while. Or maybe it's because of the things that we experienced here before. I'm not entirely sure. But over there are two lights, a red and a green light. What I need you to do, if there is anyone here, I'm going to introduce myself. I have met you all before. My name is Brian. I just heard a noise outside then. I'm just going to quickly check that. Yep, I can't see anyone.
Oh, this is like the creepiest entry to any fucking investigation ever. I'm getting some proper weird smells in here. Keep smelling perfume.
Now you did this earlier before, or something did. Just need you to touch it like this. And it will just simply let us know that you're here.
Right, so I'm entering the graveyard. creepy this place was. Right, so I've come here to this graveyard because last time I was here, something tried to speak into one of our cameras. You wanted to communicate with us then, so I'm back to see if you want to communicate with us now.
Okay, so I am now back in the little area where we just were a minute ago together. And I'm just going to be calling out now for any spirits who may reside here with us tonight. My name is Brian. What I'd really like is for you to speak into the device that I'm holding in my hand currently whilst I take a walk around. My name's Brian. Nathan is in the churchyard at the moment. Can the person who whispered Frank go and speak to Nathan currently?
Someone coming here looking for Frank? Or is Frank here? If you are, then come and speak to me. What the fuck was that? That literally sounded like something fucking knocked on that wood behind me. No, that's gotta be that. What the fuck?
Can the person who whispered devil come and speak to me? Can you whisper devil again into the device that I'm holding?
That sounded like literally like a... I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it. It was directly behind me.
If not, can you tell me your name?
If that was you, then thank you. I don't know what that noise was, but it was loud and it was right behind me.
Who set off our REM Pod earlier? Can you do that again whilst I'm in here? More by myself?
Right, I'm sat back in the same position. I heard a noise, but I'm not sure if it was you. If it was you, do it again for me. You that knocked on the wood behind me.
I had really strong smells of burning earlier. And like a leather type smell Nathan mentioned. Was that you? Did you affect us in that way?
Come on, I'm here on my own this time. I'm here on my own. Come and say hello. Come and let me know that you're here, one way or another.
And that is a little bit interesting actually, because I've just had, I don't want to say burning, but I suppose, as Nathan said, it kind of smells a little bit warm.
Very interested to know who Frank was. If he was here. I'm definitely hearing stuff around me, so I'm going to stand up again. Just sat there, I feel really vulnerable. I can hear the things around me, but I can't see.
Francis Lovell. Are you here with us? I don't know why, but I have just gone freezing cold when I said that.
It sounds like someone else walking around in here with me. I keep wanting to look behind me.
Francis Lovell. I can smell burning again, or heat. It's a very strange feeling.
And we're leaving this graveyard in a minute. 7 years ago, you come and spoke to us and said the word Frank. Why was this? We've wondered for 7 years. We still want to know.
Well, thank you if this is you making this smell and maybe affecting me in that way. I don't know. Can you perhaps REM Pod's going off. Get the infrared. Thank you so much if that is you. Can you come away?
If you don't tell us now, it could be another 7 years before we're back again.
I'm trying to zero it out and it's just not. Right, I'm just going to try it again. Right, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to head back towards the castle now to go see Brian. See how he's got on.
It appears that Nathan is rejoining me now, so. Alright.
How'd you get on?
REM Pod was going absolutely mental a minute ago.
Really?
And I couldn't stop it. So.
That's creepy.
I will switch it on now maybe to see if it's still doing it. But I couldn't stop. I tried to.
Anything on the K2?
Not that I noticed. I actually spent a lot of time back over there.
Was the REM pod going off when you were over there?
Yeah. So that's what it was doing, in fairness.
Touch it. Reset it.
So I tried the reset. However, that didn't reset it when I was doing that before.
Okay. Well, they are decent batteries, but we'll check the batteries anyway.
Yeah.
I had a rather strange experience over there, I'll be honest.
That's bizarre.
REM pod went off, anything else?
I had a smell over there again.
What sort of smell?
Like, I don't want to say burning, but it is like you were describing, like quite warm or quite...
Really weird. I had smells going into the graveyard. Smelled like perfume, like a woman's perfume, so strong, and it hit me about 3 times. You know, as you go through the woods to the graveyard.
Yeah.
In there.
Oh, okay.
I was looking around to see if there's any flowers, but nothing would have been that strong. It really was like perfume right in my face. Sat on the cross, on the steps, literally sat there calling out for Frank, and I heard something hit the wood behind me. Absolutely convinced it was either the concrete or the wood behind me.
Shit.
It was like something just sort of just went like that, right behind me.
When you asked for
made me jump up.
Right.
Had to walk around. I could hear footsteps around me, but I was a bit shook up, so I'm not sure if that was in my head or reality. I'm not sure.
I come out here and I just asked straight up, Francis Lovell, are you here? And it's just happened again as I've said it. My blood runs cold when I.
It's really
ask
weird
that
because
question.
I was asking about the Frank. Are you Frank? Are you Frank's friend? All this sort of stuff, and heard that knock behind me, and I literally just shuddered. I couldn't even sort of respond. You probably got just a few seconds of shock face on the camera, so I was just like,
Yeah.
Right, guys, that concludes our night at Acton Burnell Castle. It's been interesting. Caught a few good things. Looking forward to watching the footage back and seeing if we've got any EVPs, especially after what we've had here in the past. Thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed to the channel, everyone who's followed us, watches us, and likes and shares our videos. It really helps us out massively. And until next time, keep seeking the truth. Goodbye.